Hello, in this video I'm going to tell you why I'm on camera and I'm going to tell you what I learned yesterday. So since I started my coaching, I've been updating you every day with a short message of something that I learned. But so far I was just writing it in our group chat, and to take it one step further, I figured if I can share my insight, share my message with you on camera, every time I have a new big insight, a new takeaway, I'll record myself and I will just tell you about it instead of just typing it out in the group chat. My coaching is really about learning how I can have conversations with my clients so that I communicate to them in a way that they find value. We've all made this experience where we create content or we even provide a service or a product to someone, and even though our service or product solves the problem, the client may not see it. So what we find out is that a lot of times the issue is not our service or our product, but it's our communication skills. And that's why I've taken this coaching to learn how I can communicate with my clients and with prospects so that they really enjoy a valuable interaction with me. But I am also learning so much more in unexpected ways from my coaching. And if you've been reading my updates in the group chat over the last 3 weeks, then you will see how many areas of my personal life and also of my work life are being influenced by this new coaching. And something that keeps coming up over and over again is that, see, even if we're selling a product or a service, we also need to cover the entrepreneurial parts of our activity, of our professional activity. Meaning that, yes, I'm learning about communication skills, I'm learning about how I can help my clients better, but another part of this is I also need to find more clients so that I can practice my new communication skills. The entrepreneur side is finding the clients, and then the coaching side is my communication skills and my improved service with my clients. And something that I learned yesterday in the coaching class was how the school world and the job world have distorted our view of reality. And the teacher gave a really great example, and I'm just going to quote him on this here, where he said, if you go and study accounting, you're not going to start your accounting classes and they will tell you that most of the things in accounting haven't been discovered yet. As a matter of fact, most of the rules in accounting are very clear. And that's how school works, and that's how most of the jobs work, where we are given a set of rules, we're learning these rules, and actually we come into this with the experience that everything has already been discovered and the rules are very clear. We just have to learn these rules. And depending on the field, if it's more with numbers or more with people or conceptual or manual, there's many different fields in the education and the work system, but we just pick a field that suits us and suits our personality, and we pick a field where we can learn the rule faster and where we can imitate the right way of doing things faster. But then when you try to make the transition into business, entrepreneurship, and even art, I was very surprised to hear them mention art. Then we're suddenly thrown into the quote-unquote real world where most of the things have not been discovered yet. And all of a sudden, we can't just learn the rules by heart and imitate people, because each of us has a different personality, a different business, a different market or sub-market. And what happens is that we have to learn to experiment and fail. Now, most of us, we already know this. It's not, or at least we know it instinctively, but I found it very helpful to understand where my old thinking was coming from. After studying, after going to school, after working normal jobs, and being in this world of rules where it was really important for me to learn the rules very fast, and then coming into online marketing and business and consulting, where all of a sudden I need to figure out my own way. I need to find the way for my business, for myself, and for my clients and customers. Understanding that I'm just switching from one reality to another, like switching from one way of doing things and living to a new way of doing things, It helped me detach myself from thinking that something's wrong with me, when in fact it's just I'm entering a new world where experimenting is much more important than just trying to learn the rules by heart and imitating the rules. Some things might work for others, but they don't work for us. And another interesting statistic was that on average, out of 5 experiments, 1 works for us. And I think that is very humbling, where I think for most of us, or even for me, if only half of the things I do work, it can already be frustrating. But hearing that if you succeed half of the time with your experiments, you're actually doing great. So the key lesson, the key takeaway for me yesterday was accepting that there are 2 different worlds that people work and live in. One is the school and education-based world and job-based work, where learning rules very quickly is very important. Most of the things have been discovered, and we're not experimenting and trying out new things. We're just learning to implement and work by these rules as efficient as we can. And then we have this other world where experimenting is everything. And the key isn't just learning the rules. The key is doing our own experiments and really taking note of what has worked for us and what has worked for our market or our clients. And the more we do this, the more we experiment, the more we will find out what works for us. I hope I was able to summarize this for you. And the next time I have a new key lesson that I want to share with you from my coaching, I will record a video and share it with you instead of typing it out in the group chat. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.